You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
Attention, Patriots! The year is 1940 and the world stands on the edge of darkness as the iron grip of Rasputin's Russian Empire tightens across the globe. From the frozen wastes of Siberia to the bombed-out streets of Tokyo, the forces of freedom fight valiantly to hold the line against the enemy bolstered by unholy magic and terrifying technology. But fear not, brave citizens, for the United States has unveiled its greatest weapon in this battle for liberty, Squad Scion. Handpicked from the best and the brightest, these extraordinary individuals have undergone cutting-edge enhancements to become living symbols of hope. And now, 4 fresh recruits, armed with newfound powers and unshakable resolve, are ready to join the fight. These courageous heroes will face the horrors of war, sabotage the Russian war machine, and stand tall against Rasputin's monstrosity, the warriors of divinity. The road ahead will be perilous, but freedom is worth every sacrifice. So, stand at attention, soldiers! The world is watching and the time to strike for liberty is now! Good evening, brave listeners. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Terra Prime, the Great War, proudly presented by Saturday Night Gaming and now powered by the Apocalypse. Prepare yourselves for a journey into a world on the brink of chaos, where history has been rewritten and heroism is the last line of defense against tyranny. Tonight you'll witness the clash of courage and darkness as our valiant players navigate the rich lore of Terra Prime, unraveling secrets, facing unimaginable terrors, and standing firm against adversity the likes of which the world has never known before. It's action, it's adventure, it is history rewritten, and with a touch of the extraordinary, I might add. Now, with great excitement, I present our cast and crew, starting to my right.
That's me.
I had to think about it too.
I am Patrick Danielson. I'm being played by Dan.
Not Patrickson. Daniel
Yes.
Patrickson? No, that's not right.
I'll be going by Breaker most of the game. I expect all of you to remember that. I am a explosives expert who got experimented on, and now I get to be protected by water sometimes.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. I did accidentally dehydrate somebody to death one time, but I promise to try not to do that again.
Just releasing those secrets early on.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And you, sir.
Don't worry, I wrote that down. It is a secret that I will give to somebody later.
That everybody else already knows. Got it. Got it.
Hopefully we'll all forget by then.
My name is John. My character is not Blast Master.
He's not the blast master. He's the explosives expert. You mean gas blaster?
He's
Or
also
gas master?
Gas Master.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He
The mass gaster.
his given name by his mother is Gaston, but he now mostly goes by Atomos.
Animus.
Thanatos.
Oh my gosh.
Animus
I knew you
thanatos.
shouldn't do this if you couldn't pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure that means the deadly wind, right?
Yeah, because my whole family was killed by Rasputin, and
Same.
so in my I don't know who you are.
Twinsies.
We haven't gotten to you
I
yet.
know who you are.
Well, that's because I'm explaining who I am.
It's happening currently.
You know I'm Gaston, and that I have allowed myself to, through experimentation, to enhance myself so that it'll fuel my revenge against that guy I mentioned earlier.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ah.
He has a power to make me forget. I will never forget. And that now, through experimentation, I am completely a gaseous being, poisonous gas, and I mostly have to be contained in a suit.
Special containment.
Yeah, special containment suit. I have gas powers. I can release myself into the air, causing discomfort to people around me. And
Sometimes
I think
death.
it's called passing gas is the name of the
Get them all out now. Go ahead.
We're not going to get them all out now.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah.
You literally never said that.
Well, just now I did.
Yeah.
You heard it. It's on recording.
Dust in the wind, so I'll go with it.
Dust in the wind. Okay, you. We're moving on.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Katya Khrushchev. She also had her family killed by Rasputin. They were dissenters. He didn't like that.
This guy's been getting around.
Yeah, dissenters don't get a lot of attention, not good attention from dictators.
Yeah.
Dictators and dissenters oftentimes they clash.
I heard that was how you sign up for being a guinea pig.
That's in New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a guinea pig. That's why I'm gas now.
Oh, anyway, sorry.
You allowed yourself to be a guinea pig. Don't even. We just listened to
Yeah, it
your
doesn't
story.
matter if I allow myself.
Now, what kind of a monster allows themselves to be experimented on by a scientist
I
just to
didn't
save
say
their
that
country?
I just said that I was a guinea pig, and that is a fact.
I have fought in all the countries. I was rescued by the Germans and then fought in all the countries.
I
And
fought in
now
all
I
the
ended
plus
up
one.
here.
Nice. All right. And you with the red hair.
I'm Laura and I'm playing Ellie. And I don't remember my backstory.
You're a sweet young girl from Alabama. And
Alabama.
Alabama. And
Well, that's all. You don't even.
you could get a moonburn there, but she did not. She actually joined the great fight against the Russian war machine because she doesn't like it. It's because her older brother died. Yeah.
How did you forget about your older brother?
Her older brother
It's
died.
so traumatic that I forgot.
Maybe he's much older and she doesn't remember.
He was fighting for the armed forces against the Russian war machine. He died, and she said, "I am not going to take this. I can stand up for myself and beat these bastards."
Was he also
That's
killed
why she's
by
here.
Rasputin?
Well, I mean, by extension, probably, because everybody that's killed by the Russians is killed by Rasputin, I guess, at some
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense.
All right. So I'm Tony Stevens. I will be your GM, editor-in-chief for this game. I hope to bring everybody all of the thrilling action that they've come to know by listening to Saturday Night Gaming's podcasts. Don't forget to go back and listen to everything that's predated this because it's all awesome too. And then tune in every week for us, and we will present to you the best, most exciting story about the 1940s altered history that you've ever heard while listening to this. Right? Don't you agree?
Of all the broadcasts that I've ever heard, this is definitely one of them.
Of all the broadcasts in all the world about the altered history of the 1940s, you had to listen to mine. So, without further ado, all right, and we are back. The battlefield now maintained under Stein's control as the entire mechanized army of the Russian Empire has now switched sides, being controlled by Protocol 4.2 and being controlled by Stein.
Am I
That's what I'm
near
talking about.
Heinrich?
Heinrich, yeah, y'all are all like kind of rejoining
I
team.
assume that like somewhere on Heinrich's person is a big red button, and I press it and it says that was easy. Okay.
He has no big red button. But he does have like this like power node on the front, and you like you start pushing it, and he's like, "What is wrong with Squiggly Man?"
And I'm saying the words, that was easy. That was easy.
What did you call me? I am not easy! Squishy! You shall be mine, Squishy!
I am squishy.
And he starts like picking him up and like squeezing him
I'm like,
like a squeaky toy.
well, it's because gas is ticklish.
Every once in a while he
Not-
squeezes too hard. And
Yeah, a little bit will come out.
This is ridiculous. Can we move on?
As Jen's like on Heinrich's back, and she's just like, "This is ridiculous. Why do I put up with this?"
We're both having a great time.
No, I'm ridiculous. Wait.
All right, so That's the consensus has come from the leaders of the squads. Bravo team is going to be the infiltration and assault team, comprised of Katya, Stormfront, Breaker, Gaston, Hawk, Voidwalker.
Wait. What?
We're the infiltrating. We're no longer using the cards.
Okay, who's on my team now?
Our team.
We're all going in.
All of these living faces that you're looking
The
at.
living
Plus-
faces, not the dead.
Plus Takeshi, because he knows you can't live without him.
Why are we infiltrating? There's so many more stealthy characters that we have to play with.
Because
That
we're so
was the
good
decision
at
that was made.
it. We're so good at it.
Yeah. Apparently
So
driven
now
by
we no longer
narrative,
have
the
access
players.
to all these other people.
No. Apparently driven by the narrative, the players now have to play the game.
Yay!
But we no longer have access to our super stealthy people?
She's right
That makes
there.
no sense.
You were
In the
literally
sky,
leaning
you see
against-
like what looks like a constellation of a man's face going, play the game.
I've seen this in my life. And it was God. He was saying, stop groveling.
That's pretty much what he was just
Stop
alluding to.
groveling, I hate that shit. Alright, so you're able to get into the tower.
I have explosives to knock.
Big explosion goes off. As your team like starts walking in through debris, but like slowly. Just like although this is like the 40s, so it's probably more like shoo up, be wop. Shoo up, be
I think
wop.
that's the 50s.
Do, let's go shoot some motherfuckers on.
Okay. Moving on. Turn the page.
I'm here with you. Alright, so
We're gonna start blasting Flight of the Valkyries for our stealth mission.
yes.
Well, if we're doing stealth, do we need to roll for stealth?
Oh yeah.
He just blew up a wall to get you in.
Yeah,
I thought we were supposed to be stealthy.
we are.
Very stealthy.
That's not stealthy at all.
It is super stealthy. We
Infiltration
didn't have to
was
knock.
said, not stealth. But he did blow up a wall for you.
Yeah. That could have been artillery.
It was said, I believed him. I thought y'all had all talked this over.
It was literally one of my drives.
Do I still have my army?
You have your soldiers, yes.
That was your other character.
Yeah. I have perfect camo.
Yeah,
I don't want to use that.
she has camo.
Perfect cam.
Yeah, she's like the perfect ghillie suit.
I have infiltration expertise, but I don't know.
Yeah, you might want to roll that too.
Well, you should do that. Can I help her
With what?
For infiltration
with her infiltration
Bypass security measures
by
and
exploding
gain
any
entry into
any cameras?
I don't think that's how your C3 works.
Plus, I don't know that they had lots of cameras in the 40s.
They also didn't have a lot of giant mechs or
Undead
soldiers
made of cybernetics.
Okay, so now that we're in this building, do we know where we're going?
generally to the top.
He actually knows where the throne room is. He's been here and escaped it.
And it's on the top.
I would assume.
On the top.
I was inside the throne room. Did I see anything outside the throne room? Can I roll to remember?
Yeah, he escaped it by portaling away. He didn't really explore the building while he
I
was
portaled
here.
in first,
So you want to roll for what, layout?
basically to see if I can figure about what elevation I was at whenever I was in it previously.
Sure. You just want to know where the throne room is?
Yeah. That's an 11 on my end.
So he just turns and he points and he's like, it's actually straight ahead. And it's a straight walk. There's a huge corridor in front of us with a large open-ended room.
Oh yeah.
And these gigantic double doors that are way too heavily influenced by some Roman crap. I mean, they're like gold-plated, pearl engraved. weird crap.
They're
right?
literally labeled the throne room.
Right, you like walk in this like dark emo like gothic tower, and then all of a sudden everything's like koosh and like red carpets and like gold.
Okay, but like you say tower, but it sounds like we're on the same room, on the same floor
Yeah,
with the throne room.
yeah, it's really subverting your expectations. Thinking I had to
really
climb
does.
all these stairs, but
But we didn't.
you didn't.
Yeah.
You just walked right in.
All right.
And I
She's-
walked in and I recognized from the other side of the doors, hey, that's the doors.
Can she roll for infiltration expertise? Just to see if she can do anything else. Or
Like-
see anything else.
To like sneak into the room, or
Yeah, be stealthy.
sure, roll for stealth. See if you can blend in
Oh,
since
you
he
get a
just blew
bubble.
everything up.
What is it called?
Speed.
It's almost like you're hanging out with a bunch of people who are not stealthy at all.
All right, so
I just remembered where the drive that I showed you
I
earlier.
could like turn it to gas
you can do that.
and stealth everywhere. Let me see if I can.
The
Let me,
precedent has been set that you can do that.
why
You
I'm
wanna
already.
maintain gas form so you can
I'm
stealth.
going to try to maintain gas form and see if I can.
is your data file.
What is it?
What are we trying to do in this tower? Kill Rasputin?
Okay.
Is that
Um,
figure that Ronnie
Is he
got
in
one?
here? What are we doing?
This
in
is Tom, basically.
here? Hey, what are we doing in this tower?
Okay. That's nice.
We're doing the mission.
Emperor.
Okay, so put your knife under the door hole. Like under the door.
I'm maintaining gas form.
He's trying to do espionage himself.
But put your knife under the door and fill the room up with gas.
he could just
Do you all want to
gas
fill it up
under
with
the-
myself, or do you want me to blow it up?
Both. I
But
want
if
you
I
to blow up the room with the
blow up
emperor in it
myself.
under the door.
Sacrifice accepted. Game over.
No, don't blow yourself.
game over, man.
Put some gas in the room under the door sneakily, and then blow it up.
So you don't want me to just
I don't
gas?
think
How about you do whatever you want to do?
All we know
She's
is
asking
that
for a big take on your part. and I'm
Dan
waiting to see how
says
well you
on
can
the
roll.
other side of the door
I've already
is the
rolled.
emperor.
I've got a 9
You got a 9.
plus.
That's
3.
probably not enough to fill up an entire room with yourself
Minus-
underneath the door that you have to get to.
Minus 9. No, minus 3. So I have a straight 9 now. That's enough.
I'm so confused about
That's enough
this
to be
math.
gas,
This math is so confusing.
Yeah, it is.
isn't it? 9 is enough.
Mine's enough to become gas for now.
I thought it was 8 is that.
Alright, so basically as explosion goes off, big hole in wall, you start walking in, instantly Ellie like tucks and rolls and starts like trying to maneuver behind pillars and such as you see Gaston, woo, and then all of a sudden his suit falls to the ground and you see this green gas that just starts like and it's like coating across
Yeah, it's
the
like,
floor,
like
moving
City of Lost
almost
Children.
like a snake.
Yeah,
It's just like,
see that? It's just like that.
all right, so Katya and Hawk and his crew of controlled necro
Did I go under
soldiers,
the door? I went under the door.
you are moving across the floor.
Okay.
It's a very big, like imagine a ballroom if it were.
Miss.
And at the other end of the ballroom is a big door.
Okay.
And by big door, I mean like a double opening, golden gray,
Nice.
about 15 to 17 foot tall door.
Big door.
It's a
those gonna
big
be
door.
heavy.
This is a really big guy in behind it, I
I
guess.
don't know. But big
What else would you
room.
need a big door unless he's a big man?
Alright? So it's not like, we're in and then like, oh, see that door right there, open it? No, it's like
Is there like a smaller
It's like that
door
scene from
inside?
Monty Python where we're like running towards the door, and then we're running towards the door, and then we're running towards the door.
and then all of a sudden you gas knife somebody.
Yeah.
And it's the wrong
Gas
person.
knife.
Alright, so Katya and Hawk and Breaker, you walk
grab
in.
my clothes.
A disembodied voice yells, "Grab my clothes!"
Yeah, it vibrates the gas that vibrates the air, which vibrates your eardrum. Yeah.
All right, we got
That's
your
how the
clothes.
suit works anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're in. You're all starting to maneuver towards the door.
I guess we're just
Two of
walking
you are
down the
stealth.
hallway. Yeah.
Man,
It's not a hallway. It's a ballroom.
Okay, I guess we're walking across the ballroom.
All right. So, if you're not one of the people that just stealthed yourself, go ahead and give a tactical defense roll. Just some hairs tingling on the back of your neck. Your hackles are standing up, and you're like,
11.
I need to defend myself real quickly.
Why are you
11.
talking like that? 11. 11. Oh, I guess I can look. I keep getting all these bubbles.
Got a 7 on my title armor. Oh, wait. That's a 6.
Neat.
We're rolling defense,
Yes.
Yes.
speed or durability.
Correct.
It's gonna be a 9.
Your face looks really excited to have rolled so poorly.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kat, you got what? 11?
Oh, wait.
Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
And Hawk got a 9.
I'll say my sidekick helped me on the roll. That way I got a 7. Shadowfang.
Oh, Shadowfang. Right. What is it?
I got a 7. Instead
7
of
for
6.
Breaker and Shadowfang. Gaston had a 9. Stormfront.
Is it a different tier?
Huh?
6 to 7. Is it a different tier?
Yes.
Oh,
It moves it to success.
smart.
Instead of complete failure. And Voidwalker is right behind Kat. Basically, he's moving with her, trying to defend her.
No, he's not. Get away from me.
As soon as an attack is launched,
Mm-hmm.
unseen, as she's bickering with him, "Would you get away from me?" He's like,
Why are you following me?
"Look out!" And he grabs hold of her and like teleports her across the room behind a pillar. As right where she was, the ground just like, as void energy is erupting from the ground. Breaker,
Yes.
Shadowfang, and you, like, he takes form
Mm-hmm.
coming out of you, like, into that black smoke, and then, like, starts trying to maneuver you as the ground actually, like, ruptures under your feet and you slam back. And you're going to take one hit there. And Hawk, several of your undead try to maneuver in front of you. 3 of them actually die in this process as void energy has erupted from the ground, but they defend you from getting damaged. So you're down by 3 on your troops. Alright, as you look at the alternate end of the ballroom and you see an armored warrior with a large warhammer that is exuding amounts of void energy crackling all around him, as he looks at you and says, "I remember you. You think I will forgive and forget Shanghai, but I will not, and you will die, Breaker. I will break you."
Who is this?
I look dead back at him.
For real, who is this?
From the image, you can tell that he is wearing very dark obsidian armor
Right,
with
but
a
how
golden
does he know
imperial
Breaker?
crest. He says he remembers him from Shanghai.
What did we do?
Oh, they went to high school together.
Shanghai was,
What did we do to him there?
that was where we met Takeshi.
Oh.
That is where you met Takeshi.
Okay.
Takeshi just saved her.
So, is that where... That's where I stole the sword?
What did y'all do in
Fond
China?
memories.
Don't
So
worry
did we
about it.
just like
Hawk's
fight...
like, "What the hell have you done, and why is this thing attacking
Right,
us?"
so did we just fight this thing and run away or something? What did we do? I don't remember.
We
My men opened
drove
fire.
away from him.
Oh, that's when we stole the tank?
Well, that's when she stole it.
And you guys were like, snow?
That's 10 for my men opening fire.
We were stuck in
Why
this-
everybody's talking.
Yes, I remember.
Uh,
It's when we wore their
there was
clothes.
a tank.
We wore
That
their
was
clothes.
the first session. That was in the snow. Shanghai, she stole an armored vehicle for you after killing several
That's
people in
right.
the
And we
garage.
drove
In
away.
the
from
the
the base.
garage.
And you drove away with Takeshi.
Yeah, and he was so
From-
mad at me because I'd stolen his sword from this guy.
All right.
Do we not know
from
his
This
name?
guy. We're going to call him this guy.
What
for
is
right
his
now.
name? Just tell us.
It might come out in narrative now.
Nobody remembers.
When you're like, who are you?
I don't remember.
I killed
you.
so many people, I don't even remember you. All right, so as you're all like looking confused and you're like, what in the hell
When
is
did we meet
this?
this guy?
Hawk's like, fuck this, and just like points as his squad starts opening fire. And that was a what? A 10?
The limited notes that I have here list him as a warrior of divinity.
All right, so you're opening fire, and there is like his armor. He's just like walking forward, and you can see it's like, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. But then like one of your guys like RPG, which seems to throw him off balance. So like he's like dropping down to a knee and like trying to slam his warhammer into the ground to get himself back up again.
I look him back dead in the face and I go, I definitely remember you.
Of course you remember Bogatir! He will rip you asunder! He will eat your innards!
That was
Bogatir.
his name. I say out loud. And then and then I'm going to use my once per session Woven Insight,
All right.
which I believe gives everybody a +1 against him,
Nice.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a.
I've got it in here somewhere. I can scroll back and
You can
find
pull
it.
it up real quick for me, just so we know exactly what we're using.
There's a way to search a chat, right?
Uh-huh.
So, one of y'all knows it.
Tap into the name of the chat, and then it'll say
Search
search
in
and conversation, and then just type in Woven Insight.
Huge. No results found.
Did I send it directly to you or in the game chat?
You may have sent it directly to me. That's your name is that.
That's probably correct.
This is the DUI he got on New Year's.
I scrolled back to April.
I need to find Mr. Wizard and watch it.
We'll just go with it. Alright, so give me a roll on Woven Insight and see if it can apply to everybody.
Okay.
So how does it work? Like, does he just tell
We're
us?
gonna go off my.
He made a deal with the devil.
Oh.
It's fine, don't worry.
Does that mean we've made a deal with the devil?
That's 10 on the dice plus, I'm assuming 2 intelligence.
Yeah, so basically you would see his eyes basically become like, the white parts would become like black, and then
Oh.
the inner side would turn to a golden hue
Oh,
as
that's
he's
cool.
looking directly at this entity, and he's like, "Grrr, take the hammer from him."
Hey, you like taking weapons.
Yeah. Can I grab it?
She may have actually done that to this person before,
I think I tried to, actually.
and you hit him in the face, and you went to catch you fought
Oh, I remember now.
So can I use the hammer?
him. You can try. I'm not saying you
How big is the
can.
hammer compared to me?
He's not even aware of
You?
me. I'm just a mist around him.
It's the size of me.
You, yeah.
I don't think I can take something that's the size of me. That's unrealistic.
I mean, he's huge. He's big, and it is his warhammer, which, as he slams it down, causes area of effect.
You know, I
images.
really could use my team right about now. What are they even
Oh,
doing?
we're here.
Sitting outside,
We're
like
right here.
twiddling
Smoking
their
and joking.
thumbs?
They're like, "Man, can you believe this war's almost over?"
Jeez.
If that team actually does this, we're good to go. If they die, we can try.
So like, I'm like gaseous all around, right?
Yeah, you're moving across the floor.
So like, can I like break off a little piece of myself by him, and then kind of, and she knows, but he might not know that my gas is flammable, and so, and then I get the rest of the gas kind of away, but like I just kind of poop off a little piece of myself near him. I crop dust him.
So you want to do explosive
Crop
gas
Yeah.
with this guy,
I just wanted to crop dust him with my gas, and then she can explode it.
right?
How can I explode it?
So
Nothing to
teamwork is
explode
what
Does
he's-
anyone here
What he's
smoke?
looking
You
for
were
is
smoking
teamwork.
a cigar.
Yeah,
I am
you
not.
can do the slow
I have
motion.
That's Jin that smokes cigars.
You
Jim?
stole this one from Ace. You put it in your mouth and then started
Are we just
shooting.
retconning this so that I'm
No,
able
he-
to blow this up?
He said it earlier.
It was in the
When,
end.
where was I?
The end. You were here. You were shooting that big mech in the face, but you saw that Ace had a cigar, and you were like, "That looks cool," and like took it from her
Okay.
because it fit your character.
I don't really want to blow anything up that's surrounding me.
Surrounding the bad guy.
It's
is what
not
he
the
said.
bad guy, yeah. And you can do one of these, like you can tell him off and then flick your cigar, and it's like slow motion. And he's like watching, he's like, why are you doing, oh my god! And then it goes, and that gives you, that gives you the surprise attack.
Okay.
What he's doing is giving you a health.
7.
What's his? What's that?
8.
So 8.
And then, do they get the +2 from the woven insight?
Ooh. So that's
9.
10.
10.
10.
If it's +2.
Oh yeah, 8 + 2 is 10.
Alright, so 10. Alright, so as he's like standing there and he's yelling at you, and you're like, oh yeah, that's who this guy is.
So really, I'm just distracting him while
She walks up and she's like, I've done this before. And she looks at the ground as this green smoke starts to like swirl around his feet. And she's like, fuck off, dude. And like flicks the cigar at him as it like slowly in the air.
It's a thick
Almost
air.
like an aquatic axe, just twirling through the air as it then hits the gas. Bounces off the ground, and you see some of the cherry embers start to spread off of
There's
the
a sound
tip of the
effect.
cigar, and then you see this sudden like as this flame just like grows up and over his armored body, and he's like, and he is definitely distracted.
Nice. That sounds like a good time to take the hammer.
Oh, the hammer is huge, dude. Can you shoot him with some lightning bolts?
Sure.
Also, Hawk has some remaining soldiers.
Well, he did his turn.
Okay.
He jump started it by not listening to everybody talk about who this guy was.
Oh yeah.
9.
And I was like, who is this guy? And I was just like,
Is that with the +2
No.
from me?
So that's actually 11. Alright, so you've got like a direct conduit with this guy. Like as soon as the flames like growing up and over him, you're just like and like strike the lightning, all the lightning coming out of like, because there's void lightning emanating around this entire building. You're basically like focusing it back into him. Alright, and Breaker.
Do I sense any moisture from him?
He's got moisture.
So he's still a dude inside.
Yeah, they are fleshy.
Cool. I was making sure because the last time we fought him, he got hurt a lot.
Like he's dead in there.
There's some cybernetics in there.
Okay. I'm gonna try my dehydration drain.
To try and heal yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4 + 4 + 1 + 2. Wait, sorry, I broke my brain. 8 + 2
It's 10.
and the +1 - 1. It's back at 10.
Okay, so you had 10.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically as he's stumbling back, his armor's basically taking a pelting from like fire and lightning bolts, and you just like start holding your hand out, and it's just like little beads of sweat and everything are just like coming out of his pores, but he can't tell.
Yeah.
And it's leaking out of the armor, and you're like absorbing it into yourself, but he's just feeling like flu-like symptoms starting to weaken. As he falls to a knee, and you hear the creak of the doors, just as like one of them starts to open, and from inside you see a foot step forth.
Did that heal me for 1 or 2?
That was, yeah, 2.
2. Awesome.
Alright, so as you see an individual begin to walk forth, it's pale and skeletal styled armor with arcane images or runic type images basically emblazed across this pale skeletal type armor, with void crystal spikes jutting out from the armor itself. You can see veins pulsing with black and violet energy underneath his pale skin as he steps forth, and right below him in a predatorial pose, very feral appearance with razor-sharp mechanical claws growing out from his fingers, glowing red eyes, and intensified musculature and red armor, crawling on the floor though, in a very animalistic way. You see them step from behind the door, maneuvering towards you. You don't recognize them from the last time you were here, but you hear him basically begin to monologue. We are the warriors of divinity. We have been created for one purpose: to wipe the filth from this world. And you are about as useless as I have ever seen. I am Koshche, the Deathless. I am the leader of the warriors of divinity. You do damage to Bogatyr, which does damage to my very soul. You will not hurt him like you hurt Rusalka. I will kill you all.
So keep hurting Bogatyr and it hurts him. As I whisper out loud so that he can hear me.
The one that's like crawling on the floor kind of like looks at you like snarls directly at you. Alright, so as they entered the fray, everybody go ahead and roll defenses.
Wait, I'm gassed. He doesn't even know I'm here.
You are stealth, but you can still roll defenses. I mean, yeah, you're stealth at this point. That is the current, so you don't. You allow everybody else to suffer.
I'll allow you all to suffer.
10.
9.
All right,
It's our
so
turn.
beyond that, everybody rolled defenses. Who was it that got the 9?
I got a
I
7.
got a 10.
He got the 9.
I got a 12.
And you got a 7?
Yeah.
I knew 2 of you went below. All right. So, for Hawk, basically the one in the red armor on the ground moves in a blink. Basically, he teleports short distance between attacks, striking exposed support characters. So basically, as you see him move, 2 of your guys begin to move in front of you to protect you. As you see blades just like start ripping them apart as he's like trying to work his way towards you.
So I'll
and-
lose 2 more.
Yes. And then you've got Patty, Breaker.
Yep.
Alright. You have a sudden strange feeling hit you. Flu-like almost.
Oh.
For 2 turns, your health will be siphoned from you. So right now you go ahead and mark 1 off.
Okay.
But you see him looking powerful and you feeling weak. And that's all you know.
Okay.
The one in the bone armor.
And that was Kostje.
Kolstje, yeah, the Deathless. Alright, so that was their turn, and moving back to the top of your own. Your team is a go.
Okay.
The one that attacks me, I want to shoot between the armor. Perfect.
Alright, the Crimson Armor.
That's going to be 11.
These notes, man. Ghost J. 11 to shoot him between the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, using perfect aim.
Alright. So basically, as he's leaping through these two and he's like ripping them asunder, you like fall back, pulling up the sniper rifle, and you're just like. And you see him like. As he like falls back, tumbling across the floor a few feet. Alright. And next.
Is that me? I'm gonna punch some stuff.
What?
I don't know. What
There
else?
are 3 individuals in this room that you don't like.
Well, there's more of us here, but 3 that we're actually supposed to be taking out.
Whatever's closest to me,
Oh,
that I don't like.
Takeshi's right next
You
I'm
were
not gonna punch Takeshi.
you were rushing towards Bogatir to try and steal his hammer.
No, I was not. That was
That was false information.
that was false information.
That was just where you threw your cigar, though, so he is the closest to you.
Okay, so he is on fire still?
No, but like there was a burst of fire that
He went to his knee.
distracted him, and then she hit him with lightning.
I pulled water out of him.
He siphoned water out of him.
Okay.
It's nail biting him.
I'm
anxiety right now.
I'm gonna punch him, I guess. We'll see.
7 plus 10. All right. So you're just gonna punch him, or are you shooting him? What are you doing? What move are you using?
I didn't punch him. Like this.
So like the basic weapons proficiency or multi? No, you don't.
Is my fist a weapon?
Yeah, I was just trying to see if you had anything that could give you like an extra oomph.
I do not.
All right. So she just runs over and she just like takes a hold of his arm and just like,
Is this bogus?
yeah, bogus.
So she still got the +2 from me?
Yeah. So what was your total?
10.
She did 10 plus.
Okay.
All right. So she's just like bashing him as you see like the helmet's getting dented and like ripped up, and then she just like hits him one good time, big haymaker, just wham! As you see him like hit the ground and the helmet starts like spinning out of control across the ground. And I believe I've actually still got saved. There he is. Underneath, you see his crazed face, as half of it's bloodied and scarred from her hitting him, and of course the last time you met him and did damage to him,
So I pulled his helmet off, or
you beat it off of his face.
can I put it back on?
Ew.
Yeah, ew, sorry about
Just put the
that.
helmet back on, foot backwards.
Gingerly put it back on. Let's just keep that there.
Put the helmet back on, but backwards.
Alright, Stormfront, Gaston, and Breaker.
I am going to realize that he's pulling from me,
Hey, you're using my magic against me.
so I'm going to try and do it back.
So you get to re-siphon his siphon?
Yeah. Instead of siphoning from Bogatir, I'm going to pull from him,
Okay.
since he looks healthier. Okay, that's 8. +1 -2. So 7.
Alright, so basically as one gets siphoned from you, you're trying to take it back.
Yeah.
So you heal 1.
So I'm gonna go ahead and heal that 1 that I was about to take.
Okay. Y'all are doing like a tug of war right now.
Yeah.
He's like taking your life essence and you're taking his liquid force, and it's like a tug of war.
So
Stormfront
essentially,
and
he's
Guest
just converting his own water
Have I made
into
it,
life essence.
Yeah.
have I made it to the door yet?
Is that where you're trying to go?
I was told to go underneath the door, so that's what I've been doing.
That's,
Just roll.
no, why don't go under the door? We're fighting all the dudes out
Going
here.
underneath the
No,
door.
he's going on an assassination mission for Rasputin.
That's what I've been
No,
told.
wait. No,
Alright,
no.
No, go ahead. Roll.
No.
For
We're all
stealth.
out here. I'm fighting this huge guy. Why don't you gas him up and blow him up again?
You already helped her.
Yeah, God
So
says alright.
Why? What are you doing?
Because I'm a pure element, I'm closer to the gods, and they are communicating.
What the fuck are you doing?
You did tell him to do this.
This was ages ago.
So,
Like literally
Some
6
shit
or 7
changed
rounds
since then.
like ago.
Alright, what did you get?
okay, so
Oh
I
my
got.
God.
4 plus 2 plus your speed. Plus the 2 from him.
Okay, speed
Just about to come
How much
out
speed
that
do you
door.
have?
0.
You have 0 speed, so you
Unless there's
have
a breeze. Is there a
4,
breeze?
5, 6 plus his 2, which gives you an 8.
Okay.
Do you have any damage?
It's blowing
I have
faintly
a
from the
bruise.
northwest.
Alright, you're good. Alright, so 8.
I'm bruised.
As you're like sitting there and you're like beating this guy's helmet off, you're just like and you turn and you're like, Gaston, blow what? And you look at the door as the last of the green gas has just whizzed underneath the door crack.
What's under? It's in this room.
What's gonna happen? What's in the room? What's in the room? I don't know yet. Alright, so that leaves us with Gaston off the battlefield.
By the time we get to the
Stormfront.
room, Rasputin's gonna have like convinced him that he's a good guy.
Guys, Rasputin's probably going to have convinced him that he's a god. Why would you waste your time with these lowly mortals? What kind of
Right.
god takes orders
Yeah, they're
from a
fleshy
person?
baggies or mushies or whatever.
Mushies, not fleshy bags.
Fleshy baggies. I like that too. You stupid fleshy baggies.
Flesh bag.
Alright,
Yes,
so which
yes.
one do you want to choose to hit with lightning?
Not the one.
Fleshy bees.
You got the one that she's beating the crap out
As
of.
long as I'm not touching it, it should be fine.
You got the one that he just shot that's on the ground, and you got the one that he's playing spiritual tug of war with.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the one that's not currently on the ground.
Okay.
Ooh. Hey, use your edge.
Well, it's still 8.
Yeah, but you still have your edge. You can only use it until what time is it? What time are we at?
It's 11.
No, like on the thingy.
2:30.
You can only use it for like 30 more
Okay.
minutes. And then like we get a new one next time.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, we'll get a new one.
See what you remember.
We'll get a new one. Our GM's really nice.
Way better.
Way better.
Alright, so basically, as everybody's fighting, she's beating this guy's
14?
face
What did you
in.
get?
He shot a dude, and she's like looking around the room real quick, and then she sees you kind of like sweating. And the dude straight across from you like starts to hold up his like eerily creepy, long, gangly hand with the bone like
It's
arm
a
around
strong
it.
hand, okay?
It's my strong. Let me touch your face with my strong.
He's like,
Just give me the
he's
other
like
hand.
reaching towards you, and she's like,
That's my
screw it. And she just like reaches both of her hands out and starts drawing the void energy from the walls, channeling it into a bolt of lightning, and then shooting it directly at him, which hits him dead center in the chest, slamming him into the doors, the double doors like right behind him.
kind of like you see them kind of like bash
Get Gaston
backwards a
up
little
for-
bit.
before.
But they're
Slam
very
the
sturdy,
door.
solid doors. And so, like, as he hits the wall, and he just, like, starts to slump over a little.
Doesn't she get an additional something because she got a 14? Like, isn't there like an extra move or extra effect or extra something that I got when I did that?
Well, you rolled a
were
very
defense.
high defense, and you got to
Oh,
open a
defense.
direct...
Okay.
She got extra damage against this guy.
Okay.
Alright. And Takeshi the whole time has just been standing at the door like, what do you want me to do? I can be a help
Fight
assistance
something.
at any time.
Find something, bro!
What? I need you to tell me what
The
to
bad
do.
guy! Use your brain!
Which one?
Oh my god.
Katya, you need to
The
obey
larger
your
of
will.
the two. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, the larger of the two. I will kill this one that you are fighting with.
Y'all both got a +2 on that one.
Takeshi gets an 8 to punch something or fight something
Is
or
that with the
slice
+2
something.
I gave you?
Whatever.
Alright, so as
No,
Katya's
that's
sitting there
10.
and she's just like,
So
and
it's
she's just
10
like
for
beating him in the
Takeshi.
face, and then all of a sudden, as she's like hitting him, you see this void energy blade like stabbing through his chest, and he's like,
I got him. I help you.
About time. Useless.
and he's just sitting there with Booty sitting there like, what the hell, God? I hate you. And
Roll for defense.
everybody roll for intelligence defense.
Ooh.
Intelligence? What the hell?
Oh, what the heck?
Mine's a 0.
Mine's a 1.
Oh my God.
8.
Bruised again.
Just wait.
8.
Oh god, is my brain gonna be bruised? I can't mark that on my sheet.
I got brain damage.
I'm gonna be in some crazy
I have a feeling I need this to be a
Mind.
10 or up.
mind
There.
thing
I'm buckling
where
it
I'm
up.
punching my own friends.
11.
11, 10,
8.
8. You're gone.
Oh, God.
I've already
Alright.
been mind controlled before. It's
Do I have any
fine.
like
She said 8.
do I have any like assistances here? Anything that I can add to my roll?
Takeshi could give you a +1.
Okay.
What'd you get?
7.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
not as
Thanks to
bad.
Takeshi.
That's not instant
He's
death.
super useful sometimes, occasionally.
All right, so Takeshi like runs up and he like teleports you again to the other side of the room, and like you're standing there, and you're like, "What the hell?" And you look down as the shadow that's cast from your feet seems to move on its own, as it then begins to elongate and stretch across the floor, and then you see a hand reach up from the shadow, grabbing hold of the ground at surface level. And the hand is very rotten, kind of grayish green, and flesh kind of peeling off of it. As it begins to pull itself from the shadow, the entire body makes itself seen. As Kat turns around, she sees this, and she's just like, screw that, pulling out her sidearm and shooting. And the bullet traveling towards the undead creature crawling from the ground, hitting it in the eye, smushing into a little itty bitty thing, and hitting the ground. As she sees a death-mancer version of herself crawling out from the shadows.
Is this because we watched that Buffy episode with Willow being a vampire?
No.
Oh, that sounds good. I remember that.
As
She
you
was
as well.
super hot as a vampire.
I
See
see one
the
of
same
mine.
thing. But the water is necrotic and filled with bones. So it's almost in its complete tidal form,
Uh-huh.
growing from your shadow, and there's just bones floating within it.
Gross.
Everybody's seeing a
I'm gonna have to
reflection of
fight that.
themselves, but like,
Your face is just like.
As Koschei looks at you and he says, "Welcome to the mirror of Sheol."
Who's Coach J?
Coach J. He's the necrotic looking dude.
Oh, I like Coach J better.
Coach J.
J for jackass.
Coach J. Are we running laps today? do we have to race our shadow form?
Until you die. Alright, so those shadow duplicates will be a mirror of you in your complete attack reservoir for 2 rounds.
Oh.
Just so you know
So,
on the outside.
Are they corporeal? Like, can we grab them?
They are
mirrors
solid.
of
us.
Well, his isn't solid. His is
Well, no,
water.
his is not solid.
His is viscous.
His is viscous.
It has solids in it.
But on the plus side, you're not dealing with the shadow version of a lightning striker or necromantic sniper.
Can you take control of our shadow forms?
I can try.
He can try.
I will try. That is a 9.
1.
Take control of 1.
Yes.
Probably me. Please. Because I mean, his is like water and bones. I'm like pretty impervious to stuff. Fighting me is going to be a pain in the ass.
I'm hoping to drain mine.
Uh-huh.
Like bullets bounce off of my eyeballs, kind of impervious.
As narrated, yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Brandon Ruth, impervious.
I don't know what that means.
I know what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're wearing the right shirt for
It's
it.
where it comes from. She loves that part of the movie when it hits his eye.
Yes, that's my favorite part.
That's why she has armored eyeballs.
Go for her shadow.
I still like Henry Cavill.
Go for her shadow?
Yeah, I want to drain mine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for her shadow then.
Okay, so he can control me or my shadow.
Alright, so basically as you're sitting there facing off against this strange undead version of yourself, you see her just become lifeless for a second. Like, lifeless. Witless. Mindless. She basically, like, all thought kind of removes.
Loses
One
it.
eye starts, like, floating in a different direction, and she just sits there. As he has control.
Okay, how long does he have control for?
We'll find out.
At this point, for as long as he can maintain concentration, she only exists for 2 rounds.
So,
Okay.
you want to use her to attack something?
Yeah, I'll have her attack Coach Jerry.
Yes!
Or
Coach
what-
Jackass is going down.
What's his name?
Coach Jackass!
Kostche.
Coach J? Okay.
Dude, Coach Jackass is way better.
Coach J.
It's canon now, okay?
11 to attack him.
Yes.
Alright. Basically, undead Katya just turns, and you like see her like whipping around, like her arms are just.
Okay,
kinda-
I'm not like
It's
Edgar
zombified.
from the Edgar suit. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I'm picturing here.
Yeah.
Like, sugar.
I have got your suit. And it just like starts running across the room, leaps at this guy, and is just like,
I hit stuff, but monster.
and it's just like beating him against this door.
It's a really strong door.
It's
It's super
huge. It's
strong.
a huge door. It's gold plated. What do you expect? Holy crap.
Gold believes it's that strong.
Do you really want to break into the big boss while you're still trying to handle the mini bosses?
Well,
I
some
don't
of us
know.
have already done that.
Some of us might have.
He's
We'll
not
find
paying
out.
attention.
We'll find out what happened to Gaston later. Who's got a suit? Alright.
Shadow Katya has his suit.
But yeah, Shadow Katya is still carrying it. You're like, oh crap. Supposed to keep a hand on that. And then you see Shadow Gaston! Ah!
Okay, I'm gonna try and drain my shadow back into me.
Right.
Come on, crit.
Crit?
Yes.
That was not a neat.
10 plus 1 minus 2. So 9.
Nice.
Oh. Let's say Shadowfang distracts him. Which gives me a 10.
Well, there's bones floating around in it. What is Shadowfang anyway?
Shadowfang
His
is a
demonic entity
wolf.
that possesses him.
A demonic wolf? Okay, there's shadow bones in there. He's gonna go after some shadow bones.
Alright,
It's a
so
wolf
let's
too.
just say that the demonic wolf takes form, launching into this thing's liquid form.
To pull some of the.
It's grabbing a hold of a bone. Yeah.
You said
And
there's bones in there, right?
Yeah.
you just start absorbing some of its liquid form.
Yeah.
With that 10, you would be able to heal twice.
Okay. That gets me out of the injured part. I'm assuming it's not enough to actually dissipate it.
Hop to control that with a. What was that, an 8?
No, just get a straw.
What was your control thing? Your control roll?
He has one of them. It was under
It was a 9 that he rolled. Yeah.
And so, Katya,
Hmm.
you're still with Takeshi. You see that Bogatir is down on the ground, basically trying to recuperate from what you did to him, and the burns and the bleeding. But he has his hands on the hammer and he's lifting it for an attack. The one that was shot and on the ground is beginning to get back up to his feet and
That was-
maneuver. He has definitely got eyes on Hawk.
That was the red armor.
Yeah.
Which one am I punching my shadow from? Coach J.
Koshi. He's against the wall, so he's the leader that's in the bone armor. So that leaves you and Stormfront.
I want to go after Bogatir.
To prevent him from using the hammer.
Yeah.
Alright. Go
The
ahead.
hammer's the size of me, right?
Yes.
Do a dance off.
I want to go after his hand. That's lifting the hammer.
Take his
You
hand.
gonna punch it? Or shoot it? Or what?
I'm gonna break it.
Steal one of Takeshi's swords and cut it?
No, but Takeshi could help me by using his sword to fight.
And roll with him as a help assist.
Can I just roll for him to do it? And I can
Either
help
which
him?
one is a help assist.
Okay, I want him to use this big sword to chop this guy's hand off.
Yeah, they are both katanas, but go for it. Roll for me.
No, he has a void sword.
They are both katanas, but go for it.
Wait, he had a regular sword that I stole, and then he got a different sword, and it's also the same kind of sword as the one he had
They're
originally?
similar, but they are both built like katanas. Yes.
Okay.
They're
Can-
not big, like angry bastard swords. They're just.
Well, we all really struggled to lift that thing, didn't we?
Oh, that was the energy coming out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't struggle.
I want him to use it to chop this guy's hand off. 13.
Nice.
I'm picturing the Thanos fight on the other planet.
So basically,
He's
as you
holding his hand out, and then
you bum rush back over, y'all are just rushing back towards Bogatir. And like as he starts to bring the hammer down, he's like, die! And you like rush underneath and you like hold the hammer before it like hits. And so like you're preventing him from lowering it down, and then all of a sudden his left arm hits the ground.
Nice. Hopefully he was lifting it with the left arm.
Cybernetic wires and everything are just like lightning, like the electricity of
Shoot his other arm.
the electricity of his void-powered cybernetics is like leaking out of him.
Can
use
she
his
shoot his
own,
other arm?
My imagination was a
Can I
little
use
bit
that arm?
different, but okay.
Get his other arm.
use his own electricity to shoot his other arm.
Fry it off.
Not with that.
7.
Alright. So basically, you rush over and you start siphoning the electricity out of his own body, and you're just like returning it to him. So like one hand's like drawing it out, the other hand's like pulsing it back, like right into his face or his other arm or whatever it was.
Arm, but the other arm.
Yeah, his other arm. Which is also made of cybernetics, and it's like starting to like fritz out. He can't hold the hammer anymore. It hits the ground. As you're doing this, though, you hear this
As you are now open to attack, you can roll a speed defense as of right now to see if you can avoid this oncoming attack.
Can I roll to take it for her? Why?
Because she's the one that rolled the 7. And
But I have the.
you're in the middle of
I
like.
have the.
So like, imagine in the blink of
But
an
you
eye.
said it never hits the ground.
6. All right. So go ahead and assign yourself 2 damage.
Are you almost dead?
No.
Oh, what are you complaining about?
You're not even in there. You baffed on us. Don't even
I'm
talk to
having
us.
tea with the ruler of the world. I'm a god. now.
What? Okay, can you remind me of your drives?
Huh?
What are your drives?
So
I'm
as
supposed to kill somebody.
Rasputin, maybe? The guy you're having tea with?
the one in the red armor
He's
rushes
poisoned.
across the room and slashes
Iodine
directly
powder.
across your
I've spent the
torso.
last 60 years.
He's dealing slash and void
Good
corruption
powder.
damage. So basically, you got damaged and you're going to have reduced healing capabilities because of the void poison that's got you.
Does Coach J have
I tell you, it's canon now. Yes.
I didn't say coach, I said coach. But no, his is he made of flesh, basically?
Underneath the armor, yeah.
Underneath armor? Okay.
He's a person.
Okay, that's
He's
all I
not a
need.
skeleton. He's just underneath.
No, I was gonna have the shadow form just start wailing and punching him in the throat. Crushing the larynx.
Nice. That is totally something I would do. I fully approve.
It sounds something like throat punch.
Or like a zombified throat punch. Where it's like,
Oh, my throat. Larynx. Larynx tastes good.
Oh.
6.
I'm disappointed in my shadow form.
Right. So as you see the
Well, it makes sense because I mean it says shadow he created. So.
yeah the shadow clone that's basically climbed on top of him and is trying to like attack him and everything. You see these energy chains basically like burst out her back and rip her in half as the dark energy she's made of just siphons back into him, and you see these dark black and indigo colored flaming chains that are now lashing out and hooking directly into you.
This was the last round for her anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as those hook into you,
It's a leg.
they have you now bound. So you are bound unless you can make a strength save on your next turn, or you can be freed by your allies.
Okay. Oh, I'm just bound. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have next turn.
Right. So you are bound, and you can make that strength save later, but basically this energy is preventing your connection with your own. So basically you'd see like his whole like undead platoon, what's left of them, slump down.
Just kind of.
Oh. Okay.
And he's being held too.
Yeah.
Alright. That's his role.
This is the last turn on the one that I can drain.
So basically it's like just, and with the way he was, it's just like splashing back into the shadow, and you've drained it.
Okay. So I
It's not. It's a leg.
so I don't have to worry about fighting it this turn, right? Okay. Even its leg. I'm gonna go complete liquefaction and try to grapple both Not Bogatyr.
Bogatyr's
Kostya.
hurting pretty bad, yeah.
Kostya. I'm going to try and grapple him and basically pull him into myself.
Alright.
I feel
See
this,
how deathless he really is?
I feel this drive. Okay. It's not that bad. It's a 4 for the complete liquefaction. I don't have any way to raise that up to
At least you healed a little
success.
last time.
Alright. So
I did just
I
pull
want
in
you
a bunch of
I want you to turn to your right and just say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
So as he's standing there bound by these energy chains and his soldiers have become lifeless dead bodies again, and you rush to try and consume the necromancer at the other end of the room.
Oh, targeting is good.
Right. So
I did
as
make a
you're
risk.
running towards him, you actually see that these undead soldiers are now gathering around you.
Oh, cool.
Each of them holding on to you.
Uh-huh.
Big group hug.
Yay!
And you see all of the void energy start to spark in their eyes as you're like, I too am a detonations expert.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do I get to detonate?
You're going to go ahead and take 3 damage.
Okay.
Everybody else, what you see is all of these undead soldiers basically go lifeless for a second, and then as he looks at Kostya and he starts running towards him, all of them mob him and explode in violent void energy.
That's fine.
This is fine.
Survived.
You have one left.
Yeah. 5.
He's laying on the ground basically in like, I want you to just picture like this position in a crater on the ground.
It's okay, have a sense of me.
Sin to be.
Killin's here, Yamcha, but you're already dead.
What are you talking about, Yamcha? I'm Shiatsu.
You just got chowsued. Okay. Alright. You're Nappa, really, at this point.
Oh, the crater. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. So that's done for him. Cat and Stormfront.
Oh, I stuck it.
Stop doing that! That's crazy!
Were you just trying to get those into my life?
took a
Alright.
picture when I landed.
So he's twitching on the ground in a crater. He's bound by some crazy looking energy chains, and all of his people just blew up on him. Gaston's missing, but you hear stuff rattling around inside the other side of those 2 doors, like he dropped his glasses or something.
Don't worry about it.
What do you do with your incredibly intimidating finger?
Is that a finger? What
It's a
is it?
leg.
Yeah,
It's a
leg.
It's a,
It's an alternate leg.
Third leg sash.
there's gonna be a number 2 leg right here.
Is this where the third leg came from?
Yeah.
Was this thing?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Is this a little boot?
I
It's a one-eyed purple people eater.
am gonna punch something. When I'm closest.
What are you going to punch?
I don't know. Whatever needs punching.
Bogatyr's twitching on the ground.
I'm
Armless.
twitching on ground.
He's got no arms again.
I want to.
He just had these arms rebuilt to fight you, and his arms are off. There is the one that just slashed her with the red armor. He moved really fast, and he like almost gutted her.
Fine.
I am also twitching on the ground.
He's also twitching on her.
What fought him?
Oh.
Shadow thing?
All of his undead soldiers grabbed a hold of him and exploded.
Yeah.
Is
And
he dead
he
now?
is bound by some weird indigo chain that's made out of energy.
Whose
Yeah.
is it?
He hasn't figured out the safe word yet.
So,
Whose chain is it?
we'll go over it real quick. Basically, Kostya, while he was being attacked by your weird shadow clone,
Uh-huh.
he ripped it in half with this energy chain and then
hooked it straight into him. It wrapped around him and has him bound. So basically, like, you see him wrapped and like hooks digging into his skin, and like chains are on the ground, and he's basically being held in place.
Right. So who's the red thing?
saw this movie.
The red
The
thing
red
is.
thing is snarling and running around like a feral beast.
We don't know
and
what it is.
It hasn't told
It's
us.
just
its
one
name.
of the other warriors of divinity. It has not said its name. You're
Warriors
correct.
Definity.
I put all of that in the chat. Kinda, but not really.
From across the room, you hear Koschei say,
Volkov, rip them asunder.
Volkov.
"The Crimson Wolf continues to run across the room trying to kill you."
I can't wait to see how he spells this one.
8. To punch the wolf.
Are you using Takeshi's assistance?
9.
So you and Takeshi run up, and you're basically sparring off against this wolf.
Oh,
As he
I spelled
slashes
Volkov.
down with...
Look right to me.
Yeah.
Volkov looks like how I would spell it.
That is exactly how it's spelled.
Hey,
You
I
got
got
that
that one right.
So basically, as Takeshi's coming down with one blade, it slashes back with its bladed gauntlet, and he's coming with another one. He's kicking his arm back. You're running up, punching him in the face. He kicks you in the gut. There's like this little brawl going on. No real give and take between either side at this moment. So they're squaring off 2-on-1 against Volkov. You're twitching on the ground in a crater. You're chained by energy and Stormfront.
Fight Volkov with us.
Sure. Can I shoot him with lightning? Oh, well. Yeah. That's pretty much all I can do.
Roll.
Roll
Maybe
that beautiful
different
beam
dice. You have
footage.
different dice? Because those are just not working.
Let's pull down the dice.
Grab them out. Huh?
It's better. 13.
Yeah.
So, as you see, if you're
you're
kind of like
conscious.
lifting your head up and you're like, what's going on? And you look over and you see Takeshi just like, and Cat just, and this thing's like squaring off, moving super fast, like trying to hit both of them. All of a sudden, you just see Stormfront start walking across the room, and she's like, "Screw this!" and grabs a hold of his face and just channels all of this lightning directly into his skull. And it's just like, as she then lets go, and he like stumbles back, his eyes kind of like smoldering cinders as he hits his back on the ground.
Nice.
She gets rolls Mr. Sinister.
She's super sassy. She's from Alabama, and she don't take no shit, okay? She says, enough of this stuff, sourpuss, you're going down.
Nice. Good fun. So we've all gone, so now it's their turn.
Yeah, the one that's left is his turn. Alright, so...
On the bright side.
There's only one left.
Yeah.
Alright, so Katya, you have assistance from Takeshi, and so does Stormfront if she needs it. Both of you are basically going to need to roll some epic defense.
Me. And who else?
Ellie.
I'm going to roll epic defense.
Ooh. Definitely did not roll up his defense. What? We rolled the same shit.
Wow.
Do we have? Is it both of us that's turn Takeshi or just me?
One of you can take assistance from Takeshi, whoever's the lowest.
What are you rolling off of?
Speed.
Which is
2.
we will. She'll take the assistance from Takeshi.
Alright, so what's your total?
We both got 7.
Both got 7, you take Takeshi and go up to 8?
No.
No, we both got
I got
7.
6.
Oh, she bumps you over the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Right at that moment, you see Kosche's eyes begin to light up as Bogatir sits directly up and starts walking straight towards Katya. He's moving towards like a bum rush roll, like a run towards him, as Volkov immediately hops back up onto his feet and tries to grab hold of Stormfront as Takeshi goes, "I don't think so," as he moves whoosh, and teleports Stormfront directly out of the way as Volkov explodes, and then Bogatir running directly towards you. No arms, just and just
Your arm's
explodes.
off.
And you
It's a
take,
flesh wound.
both of you take 1 just from residual explosive damages.
Yeah, he was almost armless enough.
So disarming.
I guess he couldn't do it.
Right.
All right, Kosche at the other end of the room. His turn. That was his turn. So he used that to try and attack both of them, exploding 2 of the Warriors of Divinity that had become dead against you. Alright, so now you're facing the Deathless. Top of the turn, you can make a strength roll if you want to try and defeat the chains.
Can I assist him by trying to attack the chains?
9.
Alright, so you're beginning to get a little bit of slack, but that's not a complete success. You can make a... Let's put it this way. You can try to make an attack, but it's going to be half of what your normal is. So, like, you got a debuff against your roll. Not by half. Like, your strength is in half. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
So, if you're rolling off of one of your buffs up here, you're basically not. You're going to have a straight roll.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's going to try and attack anyways because he's got...
So basically, you're fighting to, like, free yourself. If you can get a hold of a gun or, like, your ability, whatever. Like, whatever you can do, you're going to be able to do it. It's just a severely weakened form you're in.
Okay, well, I'm going to reach and get a gun and try to shoot the chains.
Shoot the chains or shoot Kosche's. Your choice.
Yeah, I'll shoot him because he's the one holding the chains.
Alright.
And he might... They might vanish. Nope. 7.
Alright, so he is able to reach the large caliber sidearm that he has. And you see him, like, straining and sweating as he just goes... And he shoots. It does hit Kosche's armor. Do you have anything you're going to try to do from the ground?
I was going to try and attack the chains with my demon wolf, since they're spirit chains.
So you, laying there with 1 health on the ground, are going to use a demon wolf to attack his spirit chains.
That's what I was trying to do with the assist.
Oh, did you give him an assist?
I was trying to.
Okay.
You asked me how I could do it, and I was telling you. I attacked the chains with the demon wolf.
I got you.
So that would make him an
So that would have
which
put
is
him
the
at a
same.
10
Oh, would it?
originally
Oh, I
on,
thought
on the roll against the chains. Because he rolled a 9.
I thought he rolled a 7.
Roll a
You
7.
rolled a 7.
Against the
Originally, when
chains.
he was the beginning, the first roll, when he rolled against the chains, he rolled a 9. That's when he was trying to help. Was when he rolled
That's
against
when
the
I
chains.
asked if I could help.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See how you would have at that
Okay.
point.
So the demon
Honestly.
wolf wouldn't be able to interact with the chains.
You probably could interact with them, but
Okay. He's fine.
yeah. What are you doing right now? You're on the floor.
Then I will try to dehydrate Kostya.
Okay. It's probably just a smarter decision. Is all.
Does that heal you?
It does if it works.
Okay, let's hope it works, because I don't want you to die.
So that is 7 on the dice, -3 or -2 plus 1. So 6.
So he's becoming a cloud and will come back later when it rains.
Yeah, he's entering the water cycle. He's just twitching on the ground. Ladies.
We need some moonbeams.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to do like he does it.
Don't get moonburn, y'all.
Yeah, moonburn.
Does either one of you have the ability to heal water people?
I don't have the
I
ability
know
to
of
heal
someone who
anybody.
does.
That's not here.
She's not. But she was never part of my team.
She's on the other side of the door. The hole that we made, they're just sitting right out there.
They're not all just sitting there partying, but you could probably try to radio her if you needed to.
Okay. I rolled a 6. I was gonna try to punch something, but
6 total.
it doesn't look like it's gonna be successful.
Okay. And you, ma'am?
8 to shoot something with lightning.
Coach.
All right. So basically, you see the shot hit his armor, and then lightning, and he's just like being kept at bay.
Enough of this!
And then all of a sudden, the chains that are also around him basically start like shooting out in all sorts of directions as she's running up, and she's like, I'm gonna mess you. Chain grabs a hold of her wrist, and like all of these chains start pinning her down. So 2 of your team are now bound in the chains, unable to maneuver until they succeed in a strength roll.
I know what this guy looks like. Come on.
Are you telling me to strength roll?
You and Ronnie can both try a strength roll now if you like.
Oh my gosh. I keep rolling a 3 and a 1.
5.
Do you need more dice?
5?
I guess so.
Yes.
These are
That whole
nice.
bag is full of these.
All right. So at this point, he is walking freely through the room, laughing maniacally. He's walking over to the soon-to-be corpse of Patty. Stormfront, you are the only one that is
We need some
moving
moonbeams.
and free.
Shoot Coach J with some damn lightning. But
Or
roll different dice.
moonburn.
You can use Takeshi as your assist because he is also free.
He's just sitting there looking around like, okay. Here.
Well, he's watching you get chained up by this weird pale.
He either likes it or he needs to get on the ball.
Yes.
11.
Did you add his assistance as well?
12.
12.
Okay. So as he's
Oh, wait. It's 11.
Oh, yeah, 11.
okay. So as he's like walking over to you and his deathly hand starts reaching out, you're looking up at him and you're like,
Oh, please, I'm supposed to have children.
as you see these 2 glowing indigo blades stab through his chest. As he like starts to lean back, and on his back is Takeshi like, oh, bad idea. As you just see Stormfront walking through, and she says, don't fuck with my friends! And just starts void lightning all into him, all the way, as you see him like, eyeballs pop.
Nice.
Those moonburns.
Collapsing to the ground, the chains dissipating into an eerie smoke from your bodies. You are freed. You can walk over and help him to his feet, I guess, if you need to, as the double doors slam open, and from the other side, you see an eerie face pointing at you from a throne. And I'm going to have that pulled up for you here in just a second because I have it saved in a very special file that was going to be much easier to find.
than it is just now.
Shut your face. Alright, so from the other side of the door, somebody pointing at you from the throne. You have come all of this way. Just to meet me. The throne room pulsating with sickly
Why does
void.
he look like you?
What?
Tony!
Tony's gonna say anything.
Molar or incisor?
Alright, so the throne room pulses with sickly void light as Rasputin rises slowly from his throne. You now standing before him in the outer corridor. His voice is calm and eerily gentle, as if speaking to old friends. You have come so far, braved my soldiers, my storms, my armies of steel and bone. You seek to strike down the mad monk who defied death. But you know nothing of what truly lives behind these eyes. Once, long ago, there was a man, Grigory Rasputin, a man of flesh, of greed, of sickness, and of weakness. The world hated him. They feared him, and so they killed him. Once, twice, three times they tried.
A lady. Oh, sorry.
Poisoned, shot, drowned. He lifts his hand, bones cracking, flesh distorting as faint black tendrils of void energy coil from beneath his skin. But in the black stillness between heartbeats, in the breathless void where souls wander, lost, I found him. His broken vessel floated in the river of death, a hollow shell waiting, and I slipped into that shell. I filled it. I became him. He begins to step forward, his voice rising as he maneuvers towards you. And so, I wore his skin, his face, his power. I whispered into the ears of the Tsars, the generals and their soldiers. I raised an empire of machines and monsters. I forged an army of men, of void and of will. As the void energy grows thicker in the air, the throne itself is crackling and twisting as black crystal veins spread from the throne across the room. While your nations bickered over flags and borders, I prepared, I reshaped the world, and now the time of men has ended. Long ago, they cast me in chains to Sheol's cold pit, bound in pains. But fury broke through, with one eye burning through, and a sword forged in eternal flames. I am no longer Rasputin. The flesh of his face begins to tear, pulling back in ribbons of shadow and void light, revealing a monstrous form beneath.
Oh, we get a picture.
I am Larza, son of T'Chillak, heir to the Chaos realm of Sheol. I am the Chaos King, and Terra Prime is mine to devour. As the void around him begins to swirl in a massive vortex, as his full form is revealed. Antlered void crown floating above his head, his black crystal skin and glowing star-like eyes, and behind him the growing gate to the void pulses like a heartbeat. Good night.
What? I thought we were going to defeat him tonight.
You were having tea with him.
No, I'm hiding.
Well, that's
Obviously.
He ripped one, and I'm the gas that's underneath him.
See?
All right, so go ahead and give your assistance points out to each other.
I knew I should have eaten that kid when I had a chance.
I
Oh wait, I wasn't T'Challa.
am going to give my assistance
I ate
points.
T'Challa's heart. There-
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, head over to our website, SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com, for some more fun content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.